Where does GodzillaPoop.com at TGS 2013. I am, that's a website name.
Yeah.
I'm standing outside Nyamyam. We've just played a bit of Tengami, and I'm here with Ryo. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your game?
The Tengami is kind of like a slow-paced adventure game. It's a very unique adventure game where you sort out the puzzle, you open the card, you fold the card, you slide, and then you basically unfold that adventure, and then you go find some treasures, and it's a very slow-paced adventure, and it's one of those games that you probably play when everyone's asleep. You put a headphone on, and I think, and then you enjoy the atmosphere as well.
Right, there was some, just playing the demo right now, there were some of those great puzzles where you just have that, kind of moment of like just noticing something in the environment.
Yeah.
What's the balance like for you? Because there's always that kind of risk that someone will just hop online and find the answer really quickly.
It is really tricky because it takes a long time for us to take a good balance between something not too tricky but also not too easy.
Yeah.
So we show the games in a lot of places, and then we get a feedback, and then we feed that into the game, and then that's how we take a balance. And then hopefully by the time the games come out, it's easy for not easy, but it's enjoyable for everyone. That's what we're trying to do.
What's the feedback been like for you? Because I know, half of you have been to PAX and doing all that thing.
Most of the people we get, most of the reaction we get is quite a positive. People really enjoy it. But at the same time, we need to support them and help them out to finish the game. So we still think maybe something needs to be done.
Right.
Yeah, well, the next few months we probably just polishing the game, and by the time it comes out, it's good for everyone. That's what we're trying to do.
So you got kind of an interesting situation in Nyamyam. So you're from Okinawa?
I'm actually from Japan, not from Okinawa, but live in Okinawa.
You live in Okinawa now, and then you have another, people in England.
Yeah.
And so how does that sort of dynamic work for you, for communication, things like that?
It's okay, because we know each other for a long time. We're working in the same company for more than 10 years, so we know them very well. We have a Skype call every day, just to get up to date, and then it just works.
It's awesome. How about from a design perspective? Obviously, Tengami is a very sort of Japanese. You have that kamishibai kind of paper pop-up book kind of feel of it. How does that work from a design perspective, where you can bring in Japanese insights? Is there a kind of British spin on it?
It's actually, the idea came from these the guy that we call Phil Tassel and the lady called Jennifer. Those two, they're passionate about not just the gaming, but the Japan as well. They love Japanese culture, and the idea came from those two people. And then first, and then I tried to help the visual side of it. Well, basically, we all work as a game creator, doing the design and the visual at the same time. But I think a lot of influence from Japan. They've always, obviously they knew the Japanese culture a lot, and they are so into it. So some of the design elements, they already had the idea inside, so I didn't have to do anything beforehand, to be honest. Yeah.
So you were here, you showed off Tengami last year at Sense Wonder Night, and this year there seems to be much more going on for indies, and I think Sessa are trying a lot harder, and we had Bit Summer earlier on in the year, trying to get behind Japanese indies. How do you feel as an independent in Japan? How is the community for you?
It's definitely getting a lot bigger now. It's more like we're getting more media attention than before, and I think there's a lot of people starting to notice that we exist, which is a good thing. But I still feel like we need a lot of PR push this year, just to get the name out to the press, and then interview like this will obviously help. So thanks for that.
Only so much number of hits we get. But how is it from Okinawa as well? Because you're kind of distanced from the mainland. There's a community in Tokyo, or a community in Osaka.
Yeah.
Is there much stuff going on coming out of
Not much, as in not community based, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is why we're trying to have another event at the end of, I think it's the end of TGS, the 22nd part. Are you?
Oh, tomorrow night? Yes, yeah.
So we're going to reveal more information there. Hopefully you're going to pick up something to write about.
Yeah, that's great. So good luck with everything. Against Tengami, when's it coming out and what on?
We're really trying to finish this game by the end of this year, probably early January. That's what we're trying to do. So yeah.
And that's iOS, PC.
That's all iOS first, and followed by Mac version first, I think.
Okay.
And then Wii U and the PC is later.
Okay.
Later the next year.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck with everything. Like, the game's really fun, and
thanks very much.
Yeah, hope everything goes well. Have a good show. All right.
Thank you.